by the Honorable Mary, the Chair of the Education Committee, and the Honorable Ruku. Proceed in that order.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I want to take this opportunity to thank my leader and my brother, Honorable Mbui, for bringing this indeed very important motion that affects our children, and that is our future. Honorable Speaker, we have a problem. I come from, I head a rural constituency that has about 110 schools. And out of all the schools, Honorable Speaker, the infrastructure to accommodate this program is lacking. It's not even at 5%, Honorable Speaker. I think the government must rethink its strategy. We need urgently to pull together resources, and for the interest of these children, Honorable Speaker, ensure that we finance these schools, and I propose through CDF, because there's a direct link to the ground, to ensure that we prepare ourselves for January. We've pulled together all the technical subjects and said we're going to have a resource center that is going to serve as a laboratory and all that. A modest resource center would cost about 2.5 million. We have 32,000 primary schools in this country. We are talking about 80 billion. This is something that must be dealt with as a matter of urgency, and if the government is serious, indeed, we must pursue this, Honorable Speaker. We have a situation where we have one teacher in a school teaching all subjects. Honorable Speaker, it is totally unacceptable. What are we preparing our children for? Can really they compete nationally and internationally, Honorable Speaker? They cannot. And some of these teachers were even not prepared to teach these subjects. And some of them, because it's a new curriculum, most of these teachers, if not all, they need retooling. They need refresher. They need to go back to school and be aligned to the new system, Honorable Speaker. We've had situations where these children are supposed to prepare for practical subjects. There are no practical materials, to work with. Even some of these teachers have never seen some of those materials that are supposed to use to engage these students. So you will find that at the end of the day, Honorable Speaker, the teacher does not understand CBC. The parent does not understand CBC. The government does not understand CBC and how it works. How then would you expect a student to understand CBC? Honorable Speaker, at the end of the day, the government must be serious. When we were growing up, and even now, when you go for any job interview, they will ask you for certification from KCPE to gauge whether you are qualified for that job or not. Now, we have students who are passing through a very critical stage of the schooling, going to another one. If this student were to go international, for instance, what will they use, Honorable Speaker? What would they use to say now this student has to go past very well than this one has to go to this university or not? We are setting a very dangerous precedence, Honorable Speaker. We have a situation whereby we have classes that are going to be vacant in Form 1. But we are really struggling to accommodate these students in primary school where we don't have classes. Why can't we have a linkage, Honorable Speaker, of how we can address this issue so that at the end of the day, the student of Kenya does not suffer in the very hands of that government which must protect them. Thank you, and I support and thank Honorable
Meli.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise to support Honorable Mbui.